Good morning and welcome back to Satisfactory. We are sitting here in the green fields. This is my save, which is my number one save from release day of 1.0. In fact, my only save. I'm working my way through casually and not rapidly, so I'm not pushing things. I'm not trying to be efficient. I'm not trying to do hideous amounts of math and balancing. And number one thing you've noticed now is that I have built myself a parachute. And it's really simple. I had a bunch of mycelia and miscellaneous cruft. I went over, let's poke at what I did here. Mostly I wanted to just let the factory turn out stuff. I got into mycelia and I opened up fabric because I had some mycelia from that expedition we did. And I had enough leaves and wood that I could conjure up some biomatter. I didn't want to raid my power plant for biomatter, but I could have. And then you make a few parachutes and grab some coils, and there's your parachute. And early on, the first parachutes I used during electronic access, early access, they were cheaper, and they were, what do you call it? Consumables. So you made 20 of them. And then you could do it 20 times, and then you had to make some more. And this one appears to be durable single unit. I made one unit, and I've tested it a bunch of times, and it doesn't appear to be going down at all. I have been over to the other side, and I adjusted the other factories so that there are splitters on some of the outputs. So we're splitting stuff out into the awesome sink. That way we will eventually... So we've been sinking for a bit. We'll eventually get more coupons. The coupons are more expensive over time, and I've already picked up a bunch of them. But that just means that we need to start sinking more and more complicated things, which get us more points. Eventually, we will start sinking the remains of killing the animals. So you kill animals, you turn it into animal protein, you turn that into capsules, and you sink those. But I'm going to wait on that because I think there are ways of multiplying the production in 1.0. I've heard about it. I've tried to avoid any spoilers for things I haven't explored in game. But when you see titles with double your production with this crazy trick, it's like, oh, so there's a way to double production. Thanks for telling me. We're not there yet. At least I don't think we're there yet. If there's a way to do it with the current stuff I've got, I could do that. I mean, it's not overclocking. Because they're talking about doubling production. And overclocking isn't just a straight doubling of production. It's if they wanted to be if they wanted to excite people about it, it's actually 2.5x when you overclock all the way, I think, if not 3x, but it's more than 2x. But the rumor that I've heard is that the doubling of production they're talking about is twice as much output for the same input. Which means that we're going to want to use that in the production chains for the most critical items. Anyway, I'm just wandering around talking at this point, when the real thing is right up there at the upper right-hand corner of the screen. Well, you can see that I've got my old smart plating turning out stuff and going to the space elevator. Building something up there. That's the thing I was being kind of coy about. Oh, look up. Well, yeah, it builds that. And That's the way it is when you are at this stage. I'm betting that it changes. Anyway, the other thing is we have a milestone for coal power that we can hit. I was actually considering simply hanging out until we were completely exhausted of biofuel, so that we'd have zero power and I'd have to go out and get coal power without any of this working. And I thought, yeah, that wouldn't be fun. So we're going to do it now. So we need 500 cables, 50 rotors, and 150 iron plate. And I didn't have enough coils on me. Boom!
Milestone reached. Power production can now be fully automated by burning coal, which has been added to the resource scanner. Water is also necessary to run the coal-powered generator and will require a network of pipelines to be transported from a water source. To assist with locating and identifying water, Fixit has compiled this guide. Water is a somewhat reflective liquid and it may have thick vegetation growing nearby. To test if something is water, try touching it. If it is not solid and does not corrode your suit, it is probably water.
Okay, so we need to find some coal, and it needs to be near enough to some water that we can pump the water into the coal generator. Now, these bodies of water might be, these are awful small. I remember going past this, it was just too small. This one might be big enough to put some pumps on. This one definitely is. So let's see. Scanning for coal. Where did they put the coal in 1.0? Hey, they got some coal here and here. Whole bunches of coal. So I am going to say that up here is where I'm going to want to put my my power systems. Why can't I not? There we go. Trying to drag the wrong mouse button. So we've got water. We've got a gentle slope up. Holy Toledo. It's like, how many was that? How many coal nodes? One, two, three. Purity temp. Okay. So 2 nodes there, some temporary there, and 2 nodes there. So it's 4 nodes. So that's the same as the coal that used to be in this area. So let's head up there with some building materials. What does it take to build coal generators? I'm going to want, let's see, I'm going to want production planning, 4 miners. Don't know how many fuel extractors we'll need. I'll say 4. You don't need to smelt the coal. You just shove it in and it works. And we need to build some coal power generators. And I'm just going to say, let's build 4 of them to start with. So we need 4 miners and we need 80 copper sheets. We need to start building copper sheets. So our number 1 job here is going to be to retool this factory so that we make some copper sheets. And I packed in kind of close, but we can fix that. How about I turn that guy into copper sheets, merge the outputs of all three of those, and split two ways? Got it? Got it. I'm going to do this without... Yeah, this is... May or may not call this critical path. In fact, let's just tear all of these belts out. Okay, so you select recipe, copper sheets, and did I pick up any copper ingots? Yes, I did. You get some ingots. And I need to shut you off for a moment. Oh. Okay, so we're stuck with those ingots until we have finished building this. It's just a matter of rebelting things. That belt is going to be squirrely. I know. So out here we need a merger and a splitter. So the merger is going to go here, moderately close. And I'm going to take the splitter out to the midpoint of this line so that one direction can go right into where we want to go. Hold down Control to get it to stay in line. Line it up, take it back 2 steps, and there's our perfect 90-degree bend. Same thing with here. Now we're going to go to Conveyor Belt Mark II in here. I seem to remember that we had a lot of these. It's 30 each, so 30, 60, 90. So that's, yeah, we didn't want to cram all 3 of these through a small belt. We needed a big belt. And just in case everything backs up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this guy a Mark II as well. So if we filled up this container, I think we have, and we filled this guy up, we'd still be able to sync all 3 of those wire machines. Per minute. I think I'm going to do 2 machines. Let's make this super simple. I should have thought about this earlier. I didn't realize that I was going to need sheets this soon. Thought that was a later thing. So 1 machine creating copper wire is going to create 30 wire per minute. And it's going to head in here where we're running this cable machine at half speed. Is that right? Yeah, because we are not using up cable anywhere near as fast as it was making it. I'm gonna put one other machine there. These two need to merge together and go out. I think I'm going to need to move my boxes, and that would mean moving everything that's in them. Oh, I don't want to do that. Well, okay, this guy can come out this direction on a nice S-curve. We're going to take a merger, and we're going to do our little tuck-in trick here, which gets us the nice 90 degrees. I think that's too close. Yeah, it's too close. There. This guy has to come out here, along this line. And this means that this guy, oops. So now if I jump while I'm in the air, my parachute goes off. This guy is now producing copper sheets. And there's going to be few copper, if you wire out the front, that's all right. The reason why I'm okay with these being produced at less than optimum speed is we are full. And I am not sinking things in this factory yet. So how much sheet did I need? I need 70 sheets total. So then is off, so I should be able to sneak in all 8 of these like that. And now we can turn him back on without loss of any production. So everybody's going to be running at some fraction of their normal speed up here. We haven't been using a lot of copper products up to now, and the copper sheets are the new thing. We will need it for a number of things. Oh, we're going to need pipes. We are likely to need pumps. Let's plan on a couple of pumps. Oh, those sheets too. Like, let's see. We might need 4 pumps. Probably won't, but let's take materials for 4 pumps. Let's take materials for 40 pipes. Oh, now we're getting into decent amounts of copper sheets. We don't need to separately budget out the junctions, but I'm going to do 5 of those and 10 of those, just kind of scatter-shotting things I might need. Oh, and foundations. I am going to need lots of foundations. That's just to remind me to take all that crap. So we actually have stuff in inventory to do all that, with the exception of the copper sheets and the portable miners. Make some portable miners. Miners ready to go. Waiting on copper sheets. We need 153 of them. Oh boy. What I think I'm going to do is I am going to grab ingots from you two guys, and we're going to manually craft sheets like a crazy person. I wonder if I have iron and copper up there. Let's trigger those off. Copper and iron. So I'm not seeing it ping up here. It could be either it might be out of range. No, because we saw the coal that was up here. It used to be that there was a copper node and an iron node up here. It looks like there aren't anymore. So we are just going to have to make sure to carry with us all of the copper and iron stuff we need to do what we have to do. And we get up there, we will reevaluate. Copper sheets. I'm going to make 100 copper sheets with what I've got. I think my coffee is ready, so I shall be back before that is done. I meant to pause that. I'm sorry. Whoops. Don't know what that was. So we have now made our copper sheets. I'm going to go get some more copper sheets because we need 153 of them. Take all. We now have a lot of copper sheets. Good. So the question is, I don't want to leave this. Well, those two are full. I might as well just leave these guys on. Now, I could put all four of these guys on making copper sheets. And I probably wouldn't have any problem. But rather than sticking around home and reworking things, let us go find our copper, or say our coal. So we are headed up here. Can I place a navigation marker here? The name is Coalfield. Select icon. Set him to view distance medium. We're going to select the icon that looks like coal, maybe. Guess we'll use that one. I was hoping that I could actually stamp down a coal icon. Now, let's see. I may need to defend myself against the passive monsters. I'm pretty sure I need to go up to the left here. Yeah, if I go down here, just get up this stuff, I need to end up way up there, so we go around. Oh, let's go around the other way and just straight shot it up. Hey, there's Fred. There we go. Mr. Bean, you shouldn't be walking through the factory. There we go. So there are paths around this place. And let's see if we can learn where they are. So here's base 1. You notice it is flowing because I am sending some of it to... Not a whole lot of it. So what I've done over here, as long as we're here, let's go over this real quick. It's changes I made off camera. I put in a splitter here so that all the wire I make, it gets split in 3 ways instead of 2. And one of those ways is a relief belt out to the sink. When these guys fill up, appropriate things happen. We're almost full. But I also put a bunch of this stuff in the box over there. So this is my relief belt. It joins up over there. So if we look here, I put a splitter in. You can actually just clip the splitter into the existing belts. Just like that. You select the splitter, and then you just point at the belt. It just puts it like that. So I put one in there so that some of our rods, well, we already had this guy here, so we were splitting some of the rods into storage and some for screws. And now we say, well, we're going to take another share of it, and it's going to go out to the sink. That way, if this guy fills up and this guy fills up, they'll all go to the sink. And with the plate, I put in a splitter here, so when the plate machine filled up, and it has filled up, hello. The plates should be... Why aren't the plates coming up here? Okay. I had put one right above the other, and then I put this on the outside, and for some reason it wasn't moving stuff. So we're going to do it that way. It's a good thing we came back. I don't know why that wasn't working. Maybe for some reason this top guy was slightly misaligned. There we go. So now all of the plates we build, because our plate chest is full, will go in there. Hold on. So I go to red pause. Okay, we're back. It's done that again. I think occasionally I am getting a key press that I didn't expect, because it's doing this in a couple of games now, where, okay, that would have to be a double press. I noticed in Stationeers my windows were dismissing. I think the tilde key on this keyboard is sometimes just activating on me. I will have to clean it out at some point. So we are headed up toward the coal field, which is this way. You can see it on the compass up there. Now, if the animals were not on passive, at least during early access, there were a few of them up here. Ooh. Rock with gold stuff in it. This is Caterium ore. We're going to grab some.
Unknown metal collected. This metallic element is showing properties similar to those in Group 11 on the periodic table, such as high conductivity and malleability. Research it in the MAM to establish classification and potential application.
I like the lizard doggos, but I befriended one in early access, and he started bringing me things, and that was fine until one day he brought me nuclear waste. Or was it uranium? He brought me something radioactive that I couldn't get rid of. Ooh.
The Summer Sloop was named after Marie Somerville, co-founder of Fixit and head of its R&D department. There are many theories about the origin of this shape and why this symbol mathematically resembling a Mobius strip has found its way to both human and extraterrestrial culture. Thankfully, you don't need to know any of these theories to be a pioneer. Research it in the MAM to establish locally appropriate classification and application. Fun fact: the planet you are on was found and named during a planet spotting event Marie hosted named Marie's Awesome Scientific Search of the Avant-Garde Exoplanets.
So we got a waterfall there. We got some water there. We have a lot of water down below. Okay, so this is a lake at the bottom. I see a beach. Where's our coal nodes? Over that way. I didn't see it ping. So how do I get down? I could go that way. I could I need a way back up. So let's see about going down the other way. Hold on. It used to be that you could go down inside the rim here. We have to take the long way around. Yes, I am not cutting my way through everything with a chainsaw. I do want to come back and chainsaw this up for wood if I don't get a power plant going immediately. Ooh. The question is, do I want to be killing these slushy-tailed hogs as I go? I think what I'm going to do is leave them, and I will kill them later if I need their stuff. Drop pod needs 60 megawatts of power. So once we have power, I need to bring it up to this lake and provide it to him. Ultimately, I could do 2 of my biofuel plants. But let's do it on the way back in any case. I am going to take a look at the lake from above up here. If I can see anything. Lots of trees. Can't see much. Okay, so the lake is over there. We're still coming down here. A couple of fluffy-tailed hogs used to tag team my tail. So this is the flat area. Coalfield markers over this way. So here we are at the location on the map that I identified as being potentially my coal area. Oh, got some more quartz out there. Let me grab the quartz before we continue with this. Big enough area of water, we ought to be able to drive power plants from all of this. But first things first, we know here's our water source. We know that our power plants are going to need water. And next is the coal. So boom, 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 boom. I'm picking one and heading right straight for it because I don't know. And when those goes away, I can always pick. Oh, foo. So this is a normal coal node, but I have to somehow get rid of that big rock first. This is a standard coal node. It's just a coal node. Yay! I'm going to put a coal generator on here. And I'm going to aim it down that way somewhere. So this will produce 60 coal per minute. I don't know how much we need for our coal generators. This one's on a cap. I'm going to put a rock on you, and I'm going to put a rock on you. And then I'm going to take this marker and cancel it and delete it. Move marker. Hold on. Oh, that just puts a stamp down. Oh, that's no good. It's this way. I can remove the stamp in a moment. And these two, just like this. So if I aim one past the side of the other, no, let's just aim them both south. If I head this one directly west, I can head him west, I can head him west, and we'll kind of pick them up and have it come out this way and down as a pair, and they can meet up with the other one. Just to put a stamp on the other, that's there. So we had these west and south. Turn this one to face it east and south, and we'll have 3 parallel belts coming south through here and out this way. That's great. And I am going to start my clearing operation. There. So I need a likely place to head south here. So I could head south along this line. Who's that? Not enough space to carry leaves. Well, that's okay. What I'm going to do is just make a... Well, I could make a pile somewhere, or I could make a box. Make a box. Let's see. Architecture. No, not architecture. I'm sorry. Organization. Oh, fluid buffers. Gives us a place to stash fluid. So, yeah, if you have a bursty draw, doesn't draw down pipes, draws this down. We're going to need a storage. Actually, let's do personal storage boxes. Come on. Did I turn my graphics down or something? That shouldn't be that fuzzy. What the heck? Options. Yeah, I've turned it down. Huh. We do want VSync on by setup. Yeah, it feels like we've lost some. Yeah, we have. We've lost crazy FPS at this point. Okay, that's why I turned it down. Because for some reason, when I turn everything up, I lose FPS. And rather than work out how to make this better, I'm just gonna knock it down a little bit. What don't I need here? Shadow quality I can do without. Foliage load distance, I want to be far. Cinematic. I will trade off quality for view distance anytime. Motion blur is off. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to turn off the fancy lighting. I think that's probably what it is. Where'd it go? Resolution full screen. Oh, global illumination is off. Okay. Oh, let's see. Are we running particularly hot? Nope. Okay. Well, it is what it is at this point, I guess. I may have to restart the game really quick. Some stuff in the boxes I'm not going to need in a hurry. Yeah, I need to restart this and work out better options. I shall be back in a moment. Okay, I'm not sure what got twisted up. Maybe it was a bunch of the weird things I was doing before I started the game, which kind of came to a head. But I went back and hit there, go to default settings and run benchmark, and then I turned on global illumination and knocked the settings down just a little bit because I'm recording. So global illumination is on. I may find things I can turn up. Okay, he makes big noises even when he's not attacking. I think this is the line he comes across on. So global illumination, even the way I've got it set, is still pretty dark. Okay, so I need you to move out of the way so I can build. I need. So we need a ramp here. How about that? We're a meter off. Can we lower this? I'm not sure I can turn my... Can I make that turn and come up here? Yeah, I think I could do that. I think what I'm going to do, though, is bring this up a little bit further. Instead of taking it down a meter, I'll take it up a meter. So what we want here are our 2-meter ramps. This. I'm going to go back to the 4-meter foundations for the actual build. You pointed the right way. There we go. So we're going to want your output to be headed up that way and meet up with the other guys over there. So you are sending 60 per minute. I can still leave you on a 1. Let's bring you out to here so we get a nice slope. I haven't planned any of the build for the power plant, but because I know roughly that I'm going to put it over there, I can bring these in and get them tidied up. So that's the center line. That's where I want you. We bring it back to, and that's where we start our curve from. So we're going to need at least one normal power. I should have drawn power lines up here while I was running up, huh? Get this all started. Or all three of these are normal nodes now. Oh yay! You are not quite on center. Looks like I can draw you out. Let's put you on grid. Oh, hello, Mr. Spitter. I think you're a spitter. I said I am avoiding killing those things until I absolutely know how I'm going to process their remains. That's in the wrong place. I need one there, one there. And that was achievement for building 5 kilometers of conveyor belts. Now you, that's center line. There's your assigned lane. Let's get you squared up. There's your assigned lane. I think it's too long if I go all the way down. You make big noises. Thing is, I don't think my little Xeno Zapper does much with the bigger guys, and he's one of the bigger guys. So we're going to let him alone for a moment. I will need to bring power. And it looks to me like I want to center my power here. So if we start from the power line there, you come down here and then tap in. I want to come down that edge, so here. You come down to here. Along this line. Go. So all of these miners are now wired together onto a line that is on grid edges. This gives us 3 lines of 60. We keep making big noises. Do I want... Let's at least bring this out here. That way I can see where my belts are going to arrive. And I may raise it, lower it, do whatever to it. I thought I picked him up. Oh, that's right, I didn't have room. Got room now. We're doing for space. Doing okay for space. So there, or somewhere above or below it, or maybe I tap off of that and come around to the side. But I guess the top of that's going to make a good vantage point. So let's bring a ladder down. So stylistically, I have nothing against raising my coal plants a ways above the water. But mechanically, there's the problem of how do you pump the water up to them? And I'm not sure what the rise is on my pumps. So what I'm going to do for now is... Oh, I should have purchased the... there's foundation ramps that are the top and the bottom pieces, top piece and bottom piece. So it's a dual piece that goes down. Those are really nice. I should have picked up one of those. Let's ramp this down and figure out... Well, let's not ramp it down. Let's make a call and I'll put a ladder in. Let's bring you over to there, and bring you vertical to there. And it looks like that is just under the water. So let's see, if I put a 2 and then a 4, a 2-meter foundation there. Actually, let's put the 2-meter foundation up near the top. And do you. So really what I want is to lower this guy by 2 meters all along. Yeah. I think I'm going to do that because we're still in this mode where we're just zooping things around. So there's my level. I probably should have dragged that up to begin with, but I would have had to redo them anyway. So I'm thinking is water on either side of this thing. Let's see if see if it works out. Power, no, not power, production, water extractors. So water extractors, I hold down control, they don't clip to a grid because there's nothing to clip for them to clip onto. But I think if we give them a foundation underneath, they'll clip to that. Let's see here. Can I put one? If I put one here. See if this works. Production, water extractor. That is, in fact, clipping to a grid point. Sort of. If I keep it close.
That may indeed be water. Try submerging your arm. If it does not dissolve, that will narrow down the range of possibilities. Or you could just pipe it to a coal-powered generator and see what happens.
Now, remember what I was saying about moving things by 2 meters? I think I need to move this down 1 meter. Yeah. I really do want it to kind of line up. So from there, we're going to start from here. I'm going to go vertical. I've got 4 of them lined up vertically. So this is the level that's above the water. and this is the level that's below the water, and that's the level that forms well, that might be the one that forms the base. See if there's a better base when I put a 1 meter top of it. Defaulted this. So we have oh okay, I need a ramp to go up. And I cannot build while I'm in the water. And apparently that's not a ladder I can get at from here. I mean, it looks like a way out. Anyway, what I was saying was, this level is where a 1 meter straddles the water line. Then we've got one below it and one below that. And if I put it to here, yeah, that's very definitely locking into the we hit H for hologram. I can move it in. Building cannot be nudged. Well, that's unfortunate. So we can bring this up here. Okay, I think I found my level. This guy is the appropriate level. So let's erase the rest of this. If I could recover all these resources I planted under the water. There's our level for underwater stuff. I'm going to go ahead and make this wider than it needs to be. And this is 2 meters above that. And we are going to make this our level going back. We're going to end up rebuilding much of that. I'm going to zoom this out to 7 here. So we're going to have a 3x6 area on either side of this dock. Works for me. Now I think because I have fallen off of this before, I'm going to put ladders on. So here's going to, starting there is going to be power. I'll put ladders here. If I'm down in this, I could just come up the ladder. Yeah, let's just move all of this all the way down. Missing materials, I need iron plates. How about that? I did not expect to run out of iron plates down here. But then I put in a whole lot of dock space. Let's trim ourselves back a bit. I'm only going to put 2 wide on each side. That does tell me this is going to be a multi-trip build. And I'm probably too long. Water extractor. First water extractor, I think can go dead centered on this. I'm going to put in a pipe junction here to line things up with. Logistics, pipeline junction. So centered there, centered there. I jump up on top of it? Not quite. Oh well. Power. No. Production. Water extractor. Does that clips? I get my line. I am going to move it off until its floats are not clipping through the foundation, and we still have the line in the upper right-hand corner. And we need to move the ladder. Because I was able to bring this closer to the rock that I had originally planned. Now that actually looks like it's at the right level. I had problems in early access where I always had a slight up or down bend. Let's do the other one. This is too close. Let's see, this guy. You could do 120 cubic meters per minute. How much can we put through one pipe? Pipeline Mark 1, 300. So if these are 120 each, two of them is 240, and the third one overloads the pipe. So I need two of these per pipe. I think I want to bring the pipes down side by side. Means pipeline junctions need to go here and here. I hope I can connect those. Pipeline junction. No, not pipeline junction. Pipeline. And those are indeed too close to connect. Hoot! They may also not be aligned properly. The other way to do it is to have these two be a lower pipe and have the other pipe go up. I think that's where I'm going to do it. I also need to start putting my pipelines on a hot bar. So let's do that. I'm going to keep power poles like that. So pipeline junction, pipeline support, and I'm going to put a pump out here at 8. And that was an achievement.
Fixit pipelines can contain any fluid, including the water necessary for coal-powered generators. Note: water does not flow upwards by itself. While water extractors provide some lift, to truly defy gravity, consider the use of pipeline pumps.
So this isn't telling me how high it can lift it. There should be something here that says head lift. But yeah, if we want to take this up any distance, we'll need to have a pump on it. And any distance is larger than... I can't clip this guy on top of him. There. So the other two extractors, he was centered on that one. Gonna put you there. These guys are aligned. So this guy is going to have to go up at some point. He's on that line and needs to be up by the middle of this guy. So we've got... How about I bring him to here and I see if I can do this. Horizontal or vertical is a nice way of making things have nice angles in them so that the lines are always right. And this is not a good place for me to be. Need to get under that. You're going to come out to here. That. I'm going to delete the support. Bring you out to the same place. And delete your support because I want it to be consistent. There are things we can do to have better supports on these guys. And I could probably put a support in right there. See if I can line these up. Hold on. No, these are not going to be exactly lined up. They're not going to be exact. I want to make them so they're distinct. Hey, I still haven't figured out where I'm putting my generators. That could moot the whole thing. For instance, if my generators were above these. In any case, make our vertical here. Got potential. I could use catwalks to go up over here. Yeah, let's see what I can do about this. I'm thinking off of here we have another stair up to the next level and so on. And we do have foundation holes for our yeah. We need to buy foundation holes for the pipes. And I need to get my level set for the rest of this factory. Let's go do that. The old factory was at this level. We're going to raise this by 1. Okay, I was expecting to lower it. We still want a ladder here. Ah. So raising it by one doesn't really resolve who is, which one of these is on a better plane. So what I'm going to do for that is put something in here. I'm just going to put a ramp one in. There we go. And I am out of iron plates, so we do need to bring back an absolute ton of iron plates. Let's go grab the other stuff. I'm going to drop some stuff at the main base and come back. And let's pause while I'm doing that. I'm just going to run out there and back. So I dragged some power lines, and when I got here, I realized I picked up this Summers loop. I'm going to check and see what we can do here. Alien technology, here we go. Summers loop analysis.
Summers loop analysis completed. Summers loops are somewhere between battery and conduit, harvesting energy from pockets of space with complete disregard for the rules of the space-time continuum, and distributing it into its connected ecosystem. This energy,
let the effigies harvest until the waves reach our shores. Consume.
Similarities to the hypothetical force of dark energy to potentially be one and the same. It can now be tracked by the object scanner.
Let the effigies harvest till the waves reach our shore. Oh, somebody is watching us, and they're going to let us continue for a while, and then they're going to do something. So this next thing, alien energy harvesting and dimensional depot uploader. Apparently we have this ability to push things into this dimensional depot and then use them for wherever we are in the world, which is really great. And you can't avoid spoilers on that, because apparently that's the really big thing for a lot of people. But we haven't found any of this SAM, whatever it is. It used to be called Sam Ore, now it's just Sam. So we came back here to get plates and to drop stuff. What else do I want to drop? Let's see, I am not going to need that or that or that. Drop those. I may want to pick up some things in the store. Don't need wood. Quartz. We had some stuff we could research with quartz, didn't we? Oh, and Caterium also opened up.
The metal has been named Caterium after Fixit's greatest CEO Katerina Parks. It has been added as a viable alternative to gold in industrial applications, specifically in advanced electronics due to its superconductivity, malleability, and corrosion resistance.
Zipline is cool. Basically, anywhere you have a power line, you can use the zipline thing and just wish along the line. We need 50 Caterium ore before we know how to make ingots. Once we learn how to make ingots, we can use 50 ingots to open up quick wire and new things in the shop. and then electronics and so on. And let's see, we had some more quartz, so we could open up this direction, which gets us rebar, or this direction, which eventually gets us the blade runners, which we really want. That opens up silica. And if we have 50 silica...
Research completed. Silica recipe unlocked. New quartz research available.
I thought I remembered. We picked up some silica when we were tearing down all of those mycelia. So, blade runners, yay!
Blade runners unlocked. Equipped to run faster, jump with greater force, and decrease fall damage that might otherwise have lowered your value to fix it.
And we could make 7 sets of blade runners if we wanted, but we're just going to make 1 because I can't wear 2 sets. Oh, that makes me happy. I thought blade runners were going to be a later game thing. Oh, there's even a sound effect for him now. I don't remember that. Yeah, we be moving now, boys. So let's see. What did we want to pick up? I wanted to pick up the pipeline floor hole. I've not really used the wall mount and ceiling mount yet. Clean pipeline is a pipeline that doesn't have that ridge stuff on the outside. The ridge stuff is nice because as a pipe fills with fluid, it'll open up and it will show you how much it's got, and it'll kind of pulse as it goes through. Wall attachments give us wall holes and wall support. Yeah, I think we need that. I'm going to spend a ticket on the... And I think it's time, we got to see, until we start getting a lot more tickets through. The power outlet's kind of a nice to have thing. You don't need it. I think that's all I really want. I did mention the double ramp set, but I think not having it's going to force me into thinking in terms of the catwalks. I like that idea. So we're going to not do the double ramp set yet. For the walls, conveyor walls and door walls are critical when we start buttoning things up. Do I need them at this stage? I think I'm going to wait until I have a lot more tickets before I start making fancy walls and fancy architecture. We've got the modern catwalks. We don't really need the industrial walkways. The rest of this is nice looking stuff, which we will get later. There we have it. Okay, so we've got our things we need to build our pipelines the way we like them. So we're going to add some things to our pipeline hotbar. I'm going to put holes on 6 and 7. I'm going to move that to 0. I could do... Eight and 9 for those guys. There we go. So have we... Oh, we haven't yet dropped stuff. This isn't going to be enough space for me to drop things. Let's pop out some more chests for things that we don't need temporarily. Organization, personal storage boxes. So I put a special box out here for researchy things. Yeah. So you're just going to get only things I think I need for future research. I'd like to leave you empty. I'm going to include what in that? A bacon agaric. All of these except for, I think I still need these guys. Oh no, I don't. I'm not going to need those guys for research. These need for research. I think the rest of these I can use for research, but I don't only use them for research. So I guess that'll be my line. You're going to get all my spare health supplies. Keep one ticket of each. You are going to get biofuel and such. So biofuel and proteins and wood and all of that. And we are going to keep a solid biofuel on us. You're going to get the portable miner, and I guess I can leave tickets in the shop. The shop's got an inventory area. I could just do that. What else do I want to leave behind? This would just be crap that I'm leaving behind because I'm leaving it behind. I need to pick up more concrete. I don't need silica with me. I don't need 2 stacks. I only need 1 stack of rotors. You use a few of those now and then. Hold on. Yeah, I still have enough to make the generators. So rotors, we need 48 total. We've got 1 stack. That's fine. Copper sheets and iron sheets we'll need for things like pipelines and belts. Do I need modular? I don't need any modular frames for this build, do I? So things that I mainly ran out of were cable and iron plates. I ran low on cable because I just ran a whole bunch of power lines. Keep 2 things of cable on me, and how about? Oh, he's full. I have more wire than he can shake a stick at. I only need to carry 3 stacks of wire. 3 spools of wire, 1 spool of cable. That gives me a lot of space for other things. Copper sheets, let's take 3 full... It's 4 full things of copper sheets. Screws. I currently have 2 stacks of screws. I'm not even touching it. Let's continue to carry 2 stacks of screws. Rods, I've got... let's take 5 stacks of rods. And... So, all the plates, because we use them for foundations and belts. And we still need to get some concrete. We need to get a lot of concrete. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's take 5 stacks of concrete. Should do us. Okay, I think I'm ready to build. We have 1 empty slot. And I'm going to head back toward our coal field. See you there. So there was a thingy here that needed some power. Let's grab it. Whoops. Gosh. I didn't realize we were that close to being out of power. So apparently we are running out of fuel. Which means that the next time I go back to base, I'm going to want to carry a bunch of wood so I can fire up our fuel plant again and get our power stable, because we are not going to be able to power our coal supplies here. And we're going to need to actually power all of this stuff up for a while. Although we do have a bunch of coal on the line. I could mine a bunch of coal to the lines or even to boxes and then shut down the coal miners to save energy. Oh, come on. Where's that sound? Been following me around, kind of whoom. I thought it was the big hogs, but it's been doing it in places where there were no hogs around. Okay. So what is the height that I want to put my... There you go again. Maybe I'll just put my generators at this height and work out how to do the... I brought materials to make pumps, so that's not a problem, say. So... You're underneath him. I would bring you up through him. The question is, how much can I lower this? and still be above these guys. It could come down by 4. That kind of clips into the top. But if I use narrower, now let's just do it there. So now I need to get from here up to there. I think we go up 2, turn around, go up 2, and then join in. The stairs. Like that. I do a catwalk corner at the top. Another catwalk corner here. And a corner here. And a straight catwalk. There we go. Power plant's on this level. We'll work out how to pump the water up here. I'm going to have heading off both directions from here. So here's our industrials. Full power generator, I'm going to put that on 9. Let's see, how big is it? If I put it kind of centered this way.
Interesting, most pioneers already had coal power set up by this point because they understood their responsibility to humanity. Adjusting pioneer attitude metrics. Reminder, coal-powered generators require coal.
So, each coal-powered generator. Yeah, I definitely have a extra backticks coming in from the keyboard here. I may have to. May have been something in there. So let's see, what do we need? Fluid storage is 45 cubic meters per minute. Okay? Which means that this is 45. And these guys are 120. 120 times 4 divided by 45 is equal to 10. So these 4 could supply 10 fuel plants. I'm going to go with 8 because it's probably going to be easier to split up. So 2 of them supplying 4 or 5. For the moment, it's going to be 2 and 2. So what I want to do is have half of these supplying the guy on the left and half of them supplying the guy on the right, which means I really do want a left-right split instead of a front-aft split. I think that just means moving my generators back a notch. There's where it was. Move it back by 1. Where it was. Fiddly, fiddly, fiddly. Whoops. Rebuilt in the same place. Back by just that one tick. So you were centered. I want to bring you over to there. Over to there. Okay, so I go noodle, I can make that connection. Fine, we'll go noodle. That's acceptable. We can bring these along here, and I can pump up over there and bring them back. It's just a matter of dropping the water extractors in place. We're going to want to line this up just like that. Why is that red? Not deep enough. Okay, so let's move them one out further. Somebody's being persnickety. Fine. I do want them all to be kind of the same, or I wouldn't worry about this. They all look about right. They all look about right. I need to get rid of... Yeah. The pumps are probably going to go in up here somewhere. They're centered. Just two off the center. I think running from the intersection to this guy is probably a little easier. There we go. And now we can add more of these along this line. 3 of them will overfill this pipe. But once we get Mark II pipes, we can go bigger. So as we get better pipes, we can head off that direction, or I can add pipes going up from here and then more going up that direction. We'll see. So where does the power land on these guys? It's over here. Means we're going to put it there. Come on. I didn't want to get in the water. Oh, you can jump out of the water with these guys. Good. Run these guys back to here-ish. And one of them is going to go up. I think it's on this side. Enough. Oh, almost ran us out of power on that one. Yeah, it did run us out of power. So we are going to turn off the coal miners. These guys were drawing 5 megawatts each. Not a whole lot, but enough. Now the other thing is I can go back and shut down parts of the old bases too, just to get this running. That may be the ticket, is shut down production at 1 and 2. So maybe that's what I'll do instead of hand cranking things. So sizes. This guy takes up a bit over 1 wide, call it 1.5, and 1, 2, 3, and a little bit on the back. So we're going to want to set up a 3 and know that it's going to go over a little bit. So if we got 1 here taking up 1.5, and 1, yeah, okay, let's see how this shakes out. Power has to come down behind it. Well, let's see, let's center it up here and hologram it, and I can nudge it so that I can fit power in behind. I held down control there to get a smaller nudge. And actually, we've got a lot more space to work with out here. We do need to run both coal and water, and we're going to run separate water left and right. Let's bring it to that line. Or I could pack them. Yeah, what if I made it so that they were just inside a wall limit? Oops. I think that's the first time I've ever swum down in the new version. As we have this all set up. Jump. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make it as close to that wall as possible and then back it off by one in each direction, one minimum in each direction. So there we're yellow, and there we're not. There we're yellow, and there we're not. So this gets us, this little track area is open. I think that's where I want them. We're going to go there, and the next one is going to clip on to your side. We need to have the pipes coming up back here and heading in this way, so our pipes are going to be here. I could bring the pipes in from above. Oh, we've got coal coming in 3 wide on this thing. Coal from above. Got it. I could do both of them from above. So pipes 1 level above and coal 2 levels above. Let's get those levels set. That would be there and there. Going to put in 1 meter foundations. And so our pipes will be above that level. And our the coal is going to be easy to lift up. Just need to make sure we have enough water head lift to get the pipes in that area. You are going to have to come back here at some point. I think we're going to be coming up here. So we'll have to zigzag this guy up. So pipes are going to be coming up through the floor here, up through there, and over. Let's put the holes in. 6. Okay, we can walk through here. We also need to put in, that actually needs to be a catwalk T-junction. And that also needs to have a catwalk T-junction on it. Can't see which one's which. And this is the level that we will be bringing our coal up to. The coal comes in, it's actually on 3 belts. Don't know what my coal requirements are. Supported fuel types. It's not telling me. So I don't know how much coal we need. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the guys from the sides, and the one from the middle is going to eventually go split to the sides and augment them. And let's set up our conveyor belt holes from the bottom. I guess I didn't put those on a hot button, or I lost my hot button. That's on 8. He was faced the wrong way. Needs to be like that. Long straight belt runs of coal comes to the lifts. Lifts go up. And we're going to need to come over and down. Clearly, I need to get rid of these foundations. But that will happen after I put in the holes. Which happens from the bottom. So this guy comes out, and he will feed to the right and down and in. These guys will go over here, and they will feed to the right and down and in. And this being the bottom layer, I can put in my holes here. I don't think I can make that bend. Let's see. No, I can't. So I needed to make this plate one higher to make the bend for the pipes. And this guy, I really wanted to have one further to the left, but I don't think we can. No, he can't go there. He has to go here. Guess you can go up one higher. Soup you. All based on what I can do to get nice curves out of my stuff. So, and you up here. I'm going to try dead centering these on the thing. So you're centered on foundation, even though you're, yeah, let's move it over. Even that one, we still want to go one higher. Oh. Right. That's better. So we're centered on his output. We are with the right of center here because we're compressed a bit. Okay, so if I bring it down a meter, it twists it. If I bring it up a meter, it does that. That was horizontal that did that. So it does that. Auto 2D is a complete fail. I really wanted that to have a nice bend to it. I think we're just going to have to accept that that's not going to be a straight line. I'll bring it back shorter. Don't give it enough. Don't give it quite as much room to play. Oh, much better, much better. Not perfect, but better. We're going to go with that. That's centered on this line. Need to bring this up by 1 meter, which means that the catwalk is not going to line up with it, but that's okay. We're going to eliminate these shortly. Means the pipes what? I think what I'm going to do is hang the pipes from the top and not worry about having a foundation at this level. See how that works over there. We're going up. Hanging from the bottom of this guy. That comes along nice and straight too. I wonder if I can just bring this out this way. Wouldn't that be nice? What if we now start from here? Go top down. Oh, that is more than acceptable. That is very nice. Yeah, I didn't have to deal with all sorts of weirdness. You come up on this line. You have to start from the top. We want the horizontal run and then the vertical run. Now this guy, I definitely want a hole in the ceiling for. And at the first opportunity location, and he is going to be coming down. I would have liked to have that closer in, but the rest of the generator doesn't seem to want me to do that. It works. It stays clear of the midline, so we can have it on the other side as well. Fix this so I don't have an accident. Splitter from where I am, it heads off to the right. That. So what if I didn't use holes? Try it on the second one. I'm going to put another splitter in here because we're going to have more of these in the future. What if I just dragged it down? Would that be acceptable? Or dragged it up. Compare those. Well, all the way up. The top looks okay. Bottom looks okay. Okay, we'll just do that. So I didn't need the through holes anyway. I sincerely doubt these are going to be taking 30 per minute. We really don't know. The power. Power comes down right on the corner of this. So all I need to do now is get things cranked up enough to get these two generators going. So yeah, we are losing generation capacity. We need to go back over to the other areas, and we need to start shutting things off. And what I'm going to do is leave these guys turned on the right and turned off on the left. This guy's going to be turned on. Okay, we only want one of these on. The generators are turned on and plugged in. Oh, is that enough? Can I get a coal line going? I may have finagled this to just enough. We can get one coal line going in and get us some power. I'll get some coal coming in. Now he's turned off. These guys need to be turned off too. If he's on standby, if he's on standby. You are currently on standby, and you have a whole bunch of stuff you're giving me. need to pause for a moment. Okay. Fresh coffee. We have some coal coming down the line. Hopefully we can get a couple of these generators spinning up. And we'll see just how much power we get out of them. So currently max capacity is 300 megawatts. We are not going to be getting any water because we don't have any pumps in. But I needed to put the pumps, I needed to put the, oh, I don't even have any water in. So I need to find out what the head lift actually is. So you should be trying to pump up, and I don't think it has enough head lift to get all the way up there, but let's see how far it gets. Go. Isn't telling me anything about how much head lift it's got. Do I have to guess? Current amount in pipe, 24 out of 37 cubic meters. So I'm just going to have to guess on this. We want to go bottom to top. Did that change slot 3 to a pump? You are slot 3. You are slot 4. You are slot 5. Let's move those around. And the pump is on slot 0. Auto, vertical. And we're going to have to work on those holes. Okay, so the pump does have its head lift mentioned. I could do that for now. And that pump needs to be higher if I'm going to get it all the way up to that guy up there. We're going to move you up. So you're getting water in, so you're within range of the... Hey, there we go. And you notice that our power capacity is now at 450. Which probably means one of our coal generators is running. I hope it's one gets 150. It's two. So these are 75 each. So 4 of them gets us the same 300 megawatt capacity that our old stuff had there. So I need more. 15 per minute coal. So if it's 15 per minute, that means 4 generators per thing. So I could go to 12 generators on my coal supply. We do 45 water per minute. So 540 total water is what I need. This guy does 120. So in theory, 4.5 of these would supply it. If I make it 6 supplying 12, which means one of these supplies 2 of those. That makes me think maybe just taking from here and sending his pipe directly upwards to a pair, while it's kind of overkill, maybe it's my best route. Which basically means taking these 2 guys and plumbing them together and sending the pipe down. Let's do it. So somewhere here we want to send a pipe down. Be nice if I knew where it was. Let's put a hole in the ceiling just to kind of mark where this guy comes out. Kind of middle of this one. It'd be there, I think. That does mean I need to put pumps along this line. But if I put in, not a power line, I want you to put this in. Can I attach a pump? I can just attach a pump. The question is, how high can I put it? I'm going to try putting it just like that. How do I get it to spin this way? Guess I don't. Is he... Oh, I don't have anything hooked up above. So now we need to take this into these two. So along this line and along this line. You're supposed to be a straight line. Horizontal or vertical? Okay, the next thought is move the water so he's coming in from below here. No, you have to be here. Like this. And that's not going to be enough clearance. Spitballing again. Why is this giving me a red clearance here? What am I overlapping? Okay, that worked. So what I did, just to review, I put this in place where I wanted the sharp corner. I did a horizontal to vertical to get that aligned. Apparently the 2D stuff doesn't like to go into the verticals. And then to put this one in, I selected it with a 5, and as I was moving here, I held down the control key to force it to snap alignment. And finally, hook that up. And now we can hook that up. It's horizontal to vertical. It's in the same place it was in before. And we see that it has 12.6 out of 20 head lift. So we're not sending the water as high as we were before. So it's a little easier for us to route. so he says no power, because he's got no water. Okay, that's too much head lift, so he's not going to get all the way up to the top. I put this guy in. You're on. Too high? Okay, that gives you something to measure against. Now you need to be on that center line. That. There's your output. There's your input. You are full. You are running. You're using 15 out of your 20 head lift. And I see water. Yay. So there's our mounting plate. This guy turns out 120. Can two of them do 5? So apparently he's pumping it out faster than he's pumping it in right now, which is fine. $120 production rate. So this guy could do 2 2/3 of a factory. So 2 of them could do 5. But I was going to do 1 to 2, keep it real simple. Let's just do that. And what I'll do is I'll move the other ones down as necessary. So we're aiming at doing 12 of the coal burners. So now I need to turn on my coal miner. This belt will support 4. I am going to make this catwalk a little more easily accessible. So you're just a normal intersection, and you are a T-junction, and you are a T-junction, and you are a corner. There we go. So now I can come around the corner like this. You two go away. Why did you shut down? Oh, right. You probably ran out of coal. So, I need plates here in order to place these guys. What if I place a hole in the appropriate place here? There we go. Horizontal, vertical. And our coal should be arriving soon. Oh, I didn't notice. Somehow I ended up with a wall hanging down on the edge there. Let's go fix that. Almost there. Really can't do much until I get these first couple cranked up. Now this is a strict manifold, because if we start running low on fuel, I don't want everybody running and then suddenly going off. I want them to go down in order. So if we run short, we'll keep at least some of them running. That gives you a little better opportunity to fix things up. These belts are so slow. So, going to put 4 more here eventually. There's the next two. We simplified this down to just taking it from here and sending it up. There we go. I am going to do this again here. Here. And somewhere we need to bring up this guy. He is right on this line. Oh, I think that'll work. Will it? Interesting. So these two water extractors were as close as they could possibly be. And I think that exactly lines up with how close the generators can be in pairs. Well, that saves me a little bit of work. Get the next pair going. So we're going to need a pump. Up on this level here. Going upwards on this line. See if I can get it the same level. I think that's got the same level. Okay, so it doesn't drag my line quite far enough. So I'm not sure what there is to configure here. We just turn him on. He starts spinning up a little slow. There we go. Head lift up to 15-ish. So we have water coming back to these guys. know what I forgot to do? I forgot to hook the power up to the back of the new generators. There we go. So, we now are independent of the biofuel burners at the other base. Which I can at some point decommission and mark as experimental, but emergency only. I want to put 2 more of these guys down. I do not have enough materials. So we're going to fix our need list for what we need to build here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 wide so far. Yeah, we need 3 more rows here. Need to bring this back to here. I am going to throw the bulk goods at this as much as I can until we run out. I'm not going to be able to build more generators quite yet, but we can put in my border. Not sure what the back border looks like yet. I'm going to hypothesize that we're going to have a little extra space before we get to there. What else can I do in bulk? Let's see, can I put these down? Oh, wait a minute. Okay, when we rotate this, it's going to be in a different alignment, which means we may need to move our water pumps below us. I don't know what that alignment's going to be until I put one in, so let's put one in. Okay, so that aligns it there. That looks good. So this will align on this line and that line. Means potentially I want to bring my water up over here, halfway between these two. So 1, 2.5. Or I bring it in, I'll bring it in from this side. So these guys are 1 and 1.25. There's 1. I think. Be bringing it up here. But I don't have enough materials to build 1 more generator. I'm not sure about the spacing here, but that looks like it's about right. Since this lines up with the thing coming from above. so that would line up there, and there, and there. And I will wait on the other 4 out here. I mean, I could guess. This is the right-hand lane of this block. 1 block, 2 blocks, and 2 lanes. Okay, so 1 block, 2 blocks, and 2 lanes. That's there. Really? From here. Yeah, okay. I think that's where it goes. That feels right. I wanted to get these pipes in like this just to preserve the materials for them, so I'm not carrying those materials back and forth. And it occurred to me while I was doing it that the easy way to do that is to drop all of my materials in boxes on this side of the world, head to the other side of the world, make the adjustments I want to make, pick up the stuff I need to pick up, and then head back. So, edit to-do list. We're going to clear the list. What are we going to add? I want to build 2, 3, 7 more power plants. I've got 4 water extractors. I need to build 2 more of those. I have all the miners I need. I don't need any of those. But just make sure we bring a ton of plates back. We'll leave plates and copper sheets here. We'll bring more. Yeah, mainly it's the reinforced iron plates and the rotors that I need to bring. Where do I want to leave my stuff? Somewhere out of the way but reachable. What down here? Okay, so stuff that I don't want to carry both ways. Let's leave behind these bulk goods. I've got to bring tons more concrete and tons. That's an awful lot of plate. I may have enough plate. Yeah, I think the key thing is I just need to bring more reinforced iron plate and rotors. I could probably handcraft it. It's 150 that I need to build. Let's go grab it. And I'm not going to force you to watch me run all the way across the world. Going on pause. I'm going to unpause here real quick because we have a place that we can go get some hard drive. We now have enough power for it. Hey, Fluffy. So he's drawing power now. Hard drive, yay! And there's stuff here I can pick up. Oh, that's a whole ton of reinforced iron plate I won't need to make. And there's some steel-based stuff here I don't know how to make yet. I should have done this before. Okay, I still need to bring back reinforced iron plate rotors. I'm going to do overkill in case I want to expand the build again. Onward. Okay, we are back at the MAM, and I'm going to get this hard drive cooking. That's going to take 10 minutes, so it'll be here when we get back. Anything I want to pick up while I'm here? I could drop off some extra berries and nuts that I picked up. I didn't pick up any of that stuff. I'm not going to need encased industrial beams or steel beams. Bring back a little bit more of these things. Do not need to top up on the cables or wires. I haven't yet adapted my timing for having speedy boots on. So I said I had like a whole lot of plate over there. You can never have too much plate. There we go. Back to the power plant build. Okay, that big whooshing noise is back. Yeah, like there's some places where it seems to happen. Like right around here, it's happened a couple times. Yeah, that one right there. So coming from there, this direction, it's happened several times now. Anyway, it's time to get things moving. Since we now have a nice, nice stable collection of power. Come on. Start there. I've turned on the coal. what our power look like? We have up at the top maximum capacity for generation of 600 megawatts. We've got 300 in our generators here. We've got 4 of them running. And then we've got 300 in our biofuel burners. Total, the factory could draw 466 megawatts if everything were turned on. Currently, it's drawing just right around 300. We're actually producing 300. And I noticed earlier that as this went above 300, the biofuel kicked in as a backup source. So we're not out of the woods quite yet, but we're very close. And this last guy is still fighting to get fuel. These first 2 appear to be full. I'm going to go take a look upstairs to see what's going on. So you're moving at full speed, which should be 60 per minute. You're drawing 15. This should be at 45. You're going to draw half of that as much as 15. So we should get at least 30 out here. So we are getting coal. Guess we just haven't filled up the manifold yet. That's okay. I'm going to place some here. This middle belt is going to clip with everybody. What I'll do instead is I will bring him up. I'm going to take him over all the way down the top, down the other side, and back to where he splits out. So let's do that. So he's the right height for the other lift. So I could bring him down here and feed him in from this way, or I can go all the way to the other way. MAM research is complete. Let's build a MAM really quickly and collect our results. So you can interact with the MAM from any of these. In fact, you can start research with one and then pick it up. And anywhere else in the world, research will continue. Anywhere else in the world, you can build a new one. So hard drive scan complete. Is the choice between biocoal and fused wire. Biocoal is change of biomatter to coal, which if we didn't have coal sources and we were the kind of person to go out and kill a lot of animals, might be viable. Animals make this. I don't think the plants respawn. Fused wire is coal and deuterium. None of those are really interesting to me. I'm going to leave that in the MAM because that means that any other hard drives we pick up won't pick up one of those two. I could pick one, have a garbage thing that I'd done, and we're there. and the other one would go back in the pool, or you leave them both in the pool like that. So as I get hard drives, I will build up a library of hard drives I haven't used, and I will finish up the ones that look good. I may re-roll some of them. So, generators. There's that group. 2 more. So there's all of our generators. And I believe this worked out correctly. Let's run the pipes. So all those pipes look good. Some of these got placed as clean pipes. I want to use the meters on all of my pipes for now. Later on, I'll start using clean pipes for things. So these need to be hooked up to water from below, and they need to be hooked up to the coal from above. Let's get the coal first. I was kind of counting the ticks on those. I was raising it so that it went up 4 ticks. If that's wrong, I can always correct them later from above. So there's the coal elevators. Up to the top and get the coal flowing. Missing cable. Okay, I need to go pick up my cable. All right, I left a whole bunch of materials here. How do you let go of the parachute? I'm not sure you can release the parachute. Gosh, I didn't leave any cables here. Of all of the stupid son of a... That was silly. Okay. Mistake. So we're going to make a crafting bench. I'm going to make some cables. I underestimated my cable requirements significantly. Let's see, how far does 100 cable get me? I will come back and make more as I needed. The splitter needs 2. That's not too bad. This splitter comes from my direction. Wait a minute. This splitter is the one where I'm going to bring it in the back. 3, 4. Yeah, I think I am going to bring it in the back. Does that stretch? Yay, it does. There we go. Now for these guys, comes from my direction. So how is this going to fill up? We're coming in with 60. We're going to send 30 that way and 30 that way. This 30 per minute is going to feed in here. He's going to be burning 15 a minute, so he will be stacking up 15 per minute until he gets to 100. So 6 or 7 minutes-ish. Meanwhile, 30 goes that way, 15 goes in here, so he will start burning coal, but he won't be packing it up. When he's filled, we got 45, that'll leave it 22, so he's going to get another 10 to 15 minutes of filling him. While that's happening, he will sometimes get some coal, he will sometimes. So these are going to fill up slowly but surely. Same thing with the other end. So we have maybe a half an hour of waiting for the coal to stack up. Now, currently they don't have any water, which means currently they'll just fill up. I may just let them fill with coal before I light up the water. Not a bad idea, that. So, next step. Sending water upwards. All of these go away, because these are in the wrong place. So I need to send up to this hole here. I can't nudge him. He needs to be one further out from there. That about right. That's where I'm putting him. So I want to get my frame thingy in the right direction. Okay, we're going to have to come down from the top on him. We're not. We're going to have to come out up from the bottom. That's the level. About that direction. Okay. And this guy also needs to zoom out. Did I bring materials to make enough pumps? I don't know. So it looked like these guys on center were right. Is that true? Looks true enough. Let's get the power going to them. I brought it right to the edge. So now we have all 6 of our water sources hooked up. Notice here that our energy production has ticked up a bit. And what's happened here is we're relying once again on our bioburners, which I don't want to do for long. You need to go on the wall here. You need to go on the wall here. These are horizontal to vertical. So you start out from the one where you want the horizontal line. I think going the other direction probably works, but I just make it a habit to lay it from the horizontal run to the vertical run. And there's the water moving. And we just need to hook up power. Pumps. So let's count the working pumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yay! 6 working pumps. All tapping out their little water tattoo. And I see we have pipes showing water present and flowing. I see coal coming in there, and these guys are already full. Course, because no power connection. Well, that's one way to make sure that the thing fills up. Let's start at the back here, and actually let's start with the other side. you're coming down here. You two clip together, and we're just going to send you on in there. Now, this guy has no fuel. Why would this guy have no fuel? That guy has fuel. These guys should be getting fuel. Let's lay the power on the other side now. These may not be exactly in line. I think I am deciding not to worry. So, we now have 975 megawatt capacity because a couple of the generators above are not getting coal. That one's getting coal. Oh, right. I was silly. We got one more. Now you got coal, you've got some coal, and you've got some coal. There we have it. And that's 12 coal generators online. I can see smoke coming out of all of their smokestacks. And we now have oh, right, the manifold is still not filled yet, which means some of the units are only going to be getting 50% or 75%. But when they're all running, 1.2 gigawatts. And the biofuel generator should now be offline, or at least idle most of the time. I am going to collect all of my cruft from below. Apparently there's more cruft than I can hold. There's quite a lot more cruft than I can hold. I'm just going to leave this stuff here in case we need to, I don't know, build more. Actually, let's rebuild that that box. Or I could just build some personal boxes down here. Yeah, I'll build some personal boxes. I'm going to leave almost everything here. One thing per. Stuff I needed a lot of. And I'm not going to leave any of my really good stuff. So the rotors are staying with me. But for instance, I don't need to cart concrete back and forth. There. So with coal power going, I am going to go sever the fuel link to my bio guys and gather all their fuel together and go idle that. I think that's all I wanted to record. When we come back, we will be picking up with this power plant being our only power plant and deciding what to do next. I will see you then.